She's a well-known basketball player, one of the top country in high school basketball, and she just committed to Jackson State University. And I had the opportunity to interview your new coach Tamika Reed on my show, so we're gonna get into all that. And but I just want to say thank you for joining today's podcast. And first of all, how are you and your family doing during this tough situation?
We're doing good, and thank you for having me.
Anytime. So before we get into your commitment to Jackson State University, I want to ask you about your high school career. But first, when did you get interested in playing basketball? And who was your biggest influencer, and who did you look up to either in the NBA or WNBA while growing up?
I started playing basketball in the 7th grade, and who do I look up to? Well, I watched Victoria Vivens when she finally made it, and Asia Wilson. I like Candace Parker. So yeah.
Yeah. So so in high school, obviously, you were one of the top players in the country. And whoever gave you advice, who helped you along the way to become that great basketball player that you want to be? And what did you learn in high school? And what other advice did you get throughout your career with your teammates and coaching staff in high school?
Repeat that.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, but it went out a little at the end.
Yeah, so I asked you, what did you learn in high school with your teammates and coaching staff, and what advice did you get from them? And obviously you were one of the top players in the country.
I learned how to be a better leader and how to be a good teammate and just encourage them to always work hard. And advice that I would give future.
Oh no! What advice did you? What advice did you get from your coaching staff?
To always work hard and to be the best that I can be at all times.
Yeah. So after high school, how many offers did you have coming out of high school, and what made you choose Jackson State University?
I had at least like 10 or 9. And why did I choose Jackson State? Because it's close to home. It's just a good environment to be in with the coaching staff. They were my first offer. And they're doing great right now. And I feel like I can contribute to their team coming in as a freshman.
So speaking of, like I said, I interviewed Tamika Reed, your new head coach, coming in, and it was an honor talking to her. And she's obviously a great leader, a great teacher, and you're in good hands with her. And what was the first phone call or first call, whatever it was, a Zoom call from her when you decided to commit, and how excited was she when you committed?
Okay, well, we had a Zoom call the Sunday that I committed earlier that day, and she was just telling me about the program, and she was telling me about how many offers they had left and stuff, and how they really wanted me, and they didn't want me to lose the opportunity of going to Jackson State and becoming better as a player. And when I got off the phone, I thought about it, talked to my parents, and then that's when I said I wanted to go to Jackson State, being that it is close to home and they're doing good in what they're doing right now. So that's how I committed. And when I called her, I FaceTimed her. No, I texted them in a group chat and said, can I FaceTime y'all? And then they said yes. So I called them and I told them that I wanted to commit, and she passed out. So yeah, she was so excited.
Yeah. So how grateful are you that they were your first offer, and they really wanted you, and what was that like when they were pushing hard for you? And obviously you were interested in those other teams, but that one team, that one team that wants a player really bad, and what does that mean to you?
It means a lot to me because I just feel like they just kept working and working to get me. and I just feel honored because not many teams, I mean, right now with the corona going on, you
Yeah.
can't take visits and stuff. So with them being my first offer and they came to my house to visit last year, it all works out, you know.
Yeah. So before we talk about your what your expectations for Jackson State, I want to ask you, going back to high school, what was it like playing for Madison Central High School?
It's good playing for them actually. Me starting in the ninth grade and just growing as the player I am now, it's going great.
Yeah. So Matt, if no one if some people don't know about the high school, what would you tell them about Madison High School?
What would I tell them about the high school or the team?
The team in general.
Uh, um, you're always gonna have to work hard, and you can't slack. You can't take any days off with Madison Central's team. You're gonna have to be a leader and come in ready to work each and every day. You're gonna love the coaches. You're gonna love the coaches, and yeah.
Yeah. So my next question here, obviously, Jackson State University got some big time news with Deion Sanders coming in now too, as the head coach for the
Yeah.
football team. And what's that going to be like just to see the football team succeed in a high level, just like you guys and all the other sports involved in there? And what does, and obviously Deion Sanders will bring a lot of recruits now, and even your coach Tamika will too. So what's it going to be like that for that college to become high successful now with Deion Sanders and the rest of the crew?
Oh, I think it's gonna be good for the school in general because it's gonna be more in the media with him being there. But I wasn't really like I'm not really like a football person,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. So so going into the season, whenever you guys start the season, what are you most looking forward to playing underneath Tamika Reed? And did she tell you that you're going to start right away when the season starts?
I mean, no coach is gonna tell you you're gonna start right away. You have to work for it, but you have to come in with the mindset that I'm gonna play. You know.
Mm-hmm. So obviously during this tough time, what have you been doing training wise just to get ready for the season, and what have you been working on just to get to become a better player for Jackson State University?
Um, I've been on my ball handling, around the three, and being always working hard because it's going to be a high school to the D level.
Oh wait, your screen froze.
Freeze, it froze.
Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Okay, yes, okay. I said, wait, can you repeat the question because I really lost my train of
Yeah.
thought.
So what have you been doing training wise during this COVID situation and just to get ready for the season and becoming a better basketball player?
Okay, I've been working on my ball handling and shooting outside of the three, and also working to be a better leader because it's going to be on a different level from high school going to college. So yeah.
So have you gotten any advice from WNBA players or NBA players throughout your career?
Yeah.
No. Have you like connected with WNBA players like Aja Wilson or some of these other talented players in the WNBA? Have you connected with them on social media or in person before?
Never.
Yeah. So so going into this season, obviously, what is your expectations? I know nothing is guaranteed here, but if you guys do have a season, what is your expectation? What's your goals for yourself and your teammates?
My goals for myself would be to be an all-star again, be a dandy again, and just be consistent throughout the whole season. And to win the championship for my team, it would be also to win a championship and go undefeated this season. And hopefully we can have an entire season with all of this COVID going on.
So have you met your new teammates over a Zoom call or?
No, I mean, I know most of them because I played AAU with them.
Right.
So I know most of them, but some of them I don't know like that. But I met some of them when I went to the camp last year. So mostly the whole team really knows me or knows of me.
Oh, so you guys are not allowed to be back on campus yet, right? They gave they gave you no updates yet on when you can go on the campus.
Yes, they haven't given me any updates yet.
Oh, okay. So what advice would you give these young athletes, younger kids, that are trying to reach their goals, same as you? And what advice would you give them?
To always work hard, don't slack on anything you do. Do everything to your best ability, and that you can make your dreams come true.
So what's it like to be recognized as one of the top players in the country in high school, and how grateful are you that people are recognizing you as a player, and you work hard all the time? So what's it like being a top player in the country?
It's great because I always wanted it to be like this, and I kind of worked very hard for this. So to get acknowledged as one of the top players is a blessing, most definitely.
So whoever doesn't know about you though, what do you bring to the game, and can you play multiple positions, or are you a one position player, and do you like to score the ball, or you're a pass first player, or what do you bring to the game if people don't know about you?
I like to rebound. I like to pass, of course. I like to score, most definitely. Um, I bring leadership to the team. And I play the 4, the 5, but I'm trying to, be able to get out on the wing a little. But they told me in college I'm going to be playing the 4, so it's what I'm kind of used to.
Yeah, so AJ Wilson, I think she plays the 4 in WNBA, I think. So is that, obviously you said you look up to her, but have you, like, is that the type of player that you looked up to when you watch tape on, and then you try to practice on, or is that the one player you watch tape on just to see?
Yes, I love the way she plays. She's so versatile with everything she does.
Yeah, so so some of my other friends who they do podcasts also, and I'm gonna send you a couple of my other friends' podcasts. You can check it out. And also, there's this one you should definitely check out. Global Kid Media, 14 years old. He's interviewed over 1,000 people, and he's trying to be the first sideline kid reporter. What do you think about that?
That's awesome to be that young. That's awesome.
Yeah, what do you think of kids being on the sidelines as reporters now?
I mean, you can do anything. Age doesn't put a limit on you. You can do anything you want to do. That's good for him to be that young, though. I support it completely.
Yeah, so now I do this fun little segment with all my guests that come on the show. It's called the rapid fire segment. You ready for this?
Yes.
All right, how many ankles have you broken so far in your career?
I don't think I've broken any yet. I don't think.
uh, Favorite memorable game you played in high school?
Um, the game, our second round in the playoffs game. No, our first round in the playoffs game when we played Oxford and we won that game. That was a big accomplishment because that was our first time making it into the playoffs. So yeah, that's me.
Um, favorite food?
Favorite food?
Yeah.
Rotel.
Hmm. Um, what was your most high scoring game so far?
34. 34.
Wow. Yeah, so I want to get to an important topic with this social injustice stuff, and obviously Jackson State University is big on that too. And what's it like seeing all these players from different sports standing up and trying to make this situation better? And Obviously, like Maya Moore started this, and now Renee Montgomery from the WNBA had the honor. I interviewed Renee Montgomery back in May. She's such an inspiration. And what's it like seeing, for you being a player too, what's it like seeing these other players taking a stand and making this situation better?
It's good to have a lot of people involved in it. It's good. It's great.
What was your thoughts on the NBA finals and the WNBA finals?
Actually, I didn't get to see the WNBA finals, but I did see the men's
Mm-hmm.
WNBA. I mean the NBA finals, and I didn't want the Lakers to win like that. But I mean, not gonna start anything.
So, what's what's your favorite basketball move to do?
Um, Fake one way and go the other, or just rip an attack past somebody.
What's your pregame music heading to a big game?
Actually, I don't really listen to music before games. Well, I listen to music, but I wouldn't say I just have that one song I listen to before every game. I like to eat before games. So,
Um, so what do you? So obviously, when the season starts, what's it going to be like wearing that Jackson State University jersey and playing? Hopefully, playing in front of some fans. But what's it going to be like wearing that jersey and playing on the home court the first game whenever you guys start?
it's gonna be great being on the next level because it's kind of like my high school years flew by. Even though I'm still in my senior season, it's like everything flew by and everything's going by so fast. So it's gonna be great being in a college jersey because this is what I always dreamed of.
So speaking of your senior season, did you guys start the season yet for high school basketball, or did they cancel it?
Actually, we were supposed to start today, but one of the teams called COVID, so we didn't play. They canceled the tournament. And then next weekend, we were supposed to play, but my coach canceled it because she said it's not safe to play in a tournament with a lot of teams. So our first game will be November 3rd.
Okay. So, what have you guys been doing to get ready for that game, and how excited are you guys to come back to play?
We've been running a lot to get in shape, being that we started school in September and we're behind a little. But we've been running a lot to get in shape. We've been doing plays. We're just trying to get everything in. But now we have a week to get prepared for next week's game. So
Hmm.
it's great.
So I want to ask you about your All-Star experience. What was that like, and what was that playing with other different other talented players? What was that like in the All-Star game?
It was good because most of my team on the All-Star team, I knew all of them. I knew everybody on both teams, but I knew mostly everybody on my team. It was a good experience because I always wanted to be an all-star, but I never knew like it would come as reality, you know.
Hmm. So I have a couple more things here before I let you go. What do you? So this is a question I've been bringing up to all my guests about the late Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, Mama mentality, and the rest of the people that are involved in the horrible crash. And obviously, being an athlete, what do they mean to you? Or do you remember where you were at that day when it happened?
Yes, I remember where I was at when it happened. I was in Lowe's parking lot when that happened.
Hmm.
And I seen my phone and I seen everybody posted Kobe and I was like, this gotta be fake. And then we seen it all over the news and I was just like, there's no way. That was a sad day for real. Very sad day.
So yeah, especially for Gianna, and she could have been the next WNBA star, and she was UConn bound too. And um, obviously, did you ever get to watch tape on her, or have you met her or connected with her, Gianna?
No, well, actually, I didn't really hear much about her until she had passed away
Hmm.
because I didn't know he had a daughter. I knew he had a daughter that played basketball, but I didn't know it was the youngest, like the youngest one, the younger one.
Oh, Gigi, yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, your screen froze again. Can you hear me? Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Favorite thing to do outside of playing basketball?
Hang out with the friends, go shopping, go to the nail shop. Love that.
So favorite music. I mean, obviously you don't listen to music during the games, but when you're not playing, what's your favorite music?
Um, I would say rap. I listen to Pop Smoke.
Hmm.
Um, I listen to Summer Walker.
Hmm.
Those are the main two, actually.
And the last thing here, would you like to say anything to all the nurses, doctors, and essential workers?
Yes. Keep helping our people and please somehow find a cure because I'm ready for this COVID stuff to be over soon.
Yeah, this is getting crazy, and obviously the sports are back, but I feel like with the fans, with the full fans being in the stadium, that's when you know it's back to normal. I need to see more, see a lot more fans in the stadiums. But what's it like though? I'm just curious. I just want to ask you this: some players feed off the fans, but for you, do you feed off the fans also, or you don't care if there's no fans in the stadium?
I mean, I feed off the fans a little because if the stands are empty, that makes me like nobody supporting. I mean, I like for a good amount to be there. I don't like empty games. It's just not a vibe.
Hmm. Yeah, but I'm just curious because some players do feed off the fans, and some players do not care. They just play their own game. But I'm just that's why I just wanted to bring it up. So you just play your own game, even though it's fans or no fans.
Yes, I mean, if it was fans or no fans, I play my own game, but I would rather it have a few fans in there. But like when I was in middle school, I was kind of nervous to play in front of people, but then when I just really got into it, I didn't care.
Yeah. So one more thing here. What's the message that your high school coach gave you guys coming into the season and getting ready for this first game? What was that one message that your high school coach gave you?
Mm, this is our year to do it. This is our year.
Hmm. So there it is. This is episode 572. Basketball athlete Kennedy Ransom. She's in her senior year of in the high school, and she committed to Jackson State University. Keep up the great work. You're really a talented player, and you obviously one of the top players in the country. And keep grinding. I'm really looking forward to seeing you succeed. And whenever you and obviously when you start in Jackson State University next year, hopefully we're all back to normal and we get to see fans, the full fans. But thank you again for coming on, and this has been an honor. I'll be posting this on all social media formats so people see your story and just keep grinding. And you and your family stay safe.
All right. Thank you for having me, and you and your family stay safe also.
Yeah, thank you. Anytime.